not good. Take your foul magic elsewhere.
You're pathetic. Barely worth the guard's time.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? How are we all doing on this fine evening? Cover this background here a little better. So, I have ESO up. I have two actually different scenes up, so you can see. Oh, that's the wrong one. I have ESO up, but I also have something that I want to show you guys up on my actual YouTube homepage, but I may also wait for more people to trickle in, see what we got going on, although I am excited to kind of tell you guys about what I've been working on since I have not been at work these last 2 days. So I've been working on some things, and I wanted to kind of show those to you guys, so I'll be able to do that here. Let me move this mic over so you guys can see that I'm speaking into something. Welcome, everybody. Hope your guys' day is going well. I'm glad you're excited, Amanda, for the stream. Let me make sure I have this up on my phone, too, in case I need to ban anybody. It's always those porn bots. They're always ready to strike whenever I'm got my chat not loaded. Some high quality H2O. But, ooh, do I show you guys now, or do I wait for more people to trickle in? What do we think? There's 9 of you here, or there's 10 of you here right now if you include YouTube and Twitch. What do we think? Do we want to kind of show the surprise now to those of you who jumped on early, and then as more people come back, we can show it later? What are we thinking? I'm open to anything. What are we thinking, everybody? So I have ESO up on one scene, and then I have my YouTube screen open on another. Hopefully flashing between these two things doesn't cause a mass catastrophe, but we'll see. We've upgraded so that we didn't have to worry about this. How's it going, Lumby? Oh, let me make sure I don't disconnect on my Xbox here. We'll give everyone a minute. We'll switch over to the actual ESO screen so that you guys can see kind of how these things are going here and what we're really working with. So we got Isabel, obviously. We've got... Let's get the red carpet preview. You know, Kurt, you're right. So I have been very excited about two things, right? So let me actually just start with... Let's just skip over what I have to show you guys. And let's start with... Well, that's ESO Hub. Hang on. 1 second. We need to go to the ESO homepage. So, I am very excited about something that ESO is doing, and I want to show it to you guys, and I want to show you my grand plan, right? So, they posted that this end-of-year official, and they hinted at all these cool things like classes and new end-game stuff and all this other great content and ideas, but what I'm most excited for is... Oh, did I click on the wrong thing? I did click on the wrong thing. Here I am, just in the wrong thing. New Life Festival is starting here soon, John, so it's a good thing to be excited for. Where is their newsletter? Oh, that's the one right next to it. Alright, so they were talking about a fan gathering in North America, right? And I thought, that's awesome, because I live in North America. Significantly easier to get to North America than Germany, right? So I had thought, you know, based on the stream yesterday, that the RE should organize something at this. And then I thought to myself, well, what better thing to organize than our protest against no combat pets, no peace? So my first ever piece of merchandise is a no combat pets, no peace during the actual gathering. But if you want to go back and grab t-shirts, the reason I went with this store versus other ones is that while this one I unfortunately don't get to set the price, they do have a discount code, and this one actually will link with YouTube. Unfortunately, it's not linked with YouTube right now. I'm about to just completely dox all my information here. Hang on, let me make sure that I don't post anything too crazy that you guys can see. We go to monetization, we go to shopping. Eventually, I'll be able to actually link these, but YouTube, unfortunately, has to make sure that I'm not like peddling any sort of crazy nonsense. So eventually, I'll be able to actually link these here once it's fully done. But for now, you are able to go to this link. I'll post the link in the actual live stream. And the good thing is actually, so unfortunately, because I think you have to have, I don't know if it says it here. I think, so this one was 100k subs. I believe this one was 50k subs. Once you get to 50k subs, you get better perks, but also when you have higher sales, you're able to lower some of your prices on things. But unfortunately, this is the default, but you are able to pick different colors too. So you are able to go in and get different colors on all of these options. And plus two, obviously, I'm not a shirt designer. So if you guys are like, hey, Jake, it'd be better if you gave us the option to do black or some other color. Like, you can pick all of these colors, but these are just colors that I picked at random. Obviously, I'm not a shirt designer, so that is all available to you to do. My thing, though, is that I will personally be buying a lot of these stickers and handing them out. The actual shirts and everything, obviously, those are cool, but for me, it's about these stickers, because these stickers are dope. I mean, even just the actual texture of these, oh, I love it. So this is the sneak preview. See if I have the link over here. And then that is the actual store if you guys want to go look at it. Also, if you guys are good at designing shirts, let me know, because I will pay you to help me design shirts, because this is not an area that I'm good at, and it's the only reason I was able to make these is because I had a car accident on Tuesday, so I had a lot of free time, so I was just working with different designs and things, and that's how I was able to make this emblem here. So that's the little sneak preview. I will switch us back, though, to the other scene. Now we're back to actual Elder Scrolls Online. So here we are, back in the regular Elder Scrolls. Obviously, that was a passion project that I had been working on, so hopefully it's good, because it's like everything on YouTube. It's like I've never really done it before, so I'm just hoping that it kind of goes well. Also, I'm watching my cat, who looks like she's about ready to knock over something onto the floor. So that's just peachy. Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Sorry about that, everyone. She's decided to become an agent of chaos currently. But yes, unfortunately, I am without a vehicle right now, so it gives me a lot of extra time to work on side projects, which is another thing that Twitch chat today. No, we will not be finding love with the best dating website. Get rid of that. Get rid of any ideas, from there. We're gonna have to put you in timeout. Sexchat69.site. They just never learn. Also, make sure that my chat box is actually working here, because every so often it lags. And I like it when Twitch chat can see YouTube chat, so hopefully that will fix itself here. But, I don't really have a specific agenda for today, except that we need to figure out what tomorrow's video will be. So, some suggestions that we had worked on and thought about yesterday for future guides and videos is how to become the Emperor, a new updated AP farming guide. You guys also suggested something about helping out with different UI options. So those are kind of the 3 ideas that were thrown around last time. Let me know if I'm forgetting any. So my goal for this week, and to see how much of a good repeatable formula this is the Twitch chat and / YouTube live stream chat. Those of you amazing individuals who stop by and listen to me ramble. you guys get to help pick what the video guide is for the next day. So you guys then get to go pick what we do the next day, and you guys get to have a big influence on what the guides are, because you guys stop by, you guys are here, you guys deserve to have an impact on the channel. So that's the impact. You guys requested a Telvar guide yesterday, so we did an updated Telvar guide, which I thought was pretty fun to make. Definitely something that I think I needed to update, so glad that that went well. Treasure Scamps, Cunning Scamps, Imperial City video. So Kurt, another thing too that I have been pondering to myself is, should I start doing more YouTube shorts to explain things like treasure scamps and whatnot? Because I try to balance the weight of a good video topic, but without also, what's the way to say this? I don't want things to become too inflated, time-wise, you know what I mean? So, I could use YouTube shorts, because some people think that my Golden Vendor review videos are a little bit long, and I don't want people to think that I'm, milking people for ad revenue. So that's where I think I could use YouTube shorts to answer some of those, and I think that's a great one to do that. Let's go crazy with YouTube shorts. A short would be a good idea. Thank you. My brain is still trying to get in the mindset of I'm streaming currently and reading chat and responding to that. Yeah, I think YouTube Shorts is going to be a really good method, and I think it's a good balance between answering questions but without trying to milk people for ad time. Because I know that some people, not really on my videos, but some other videos get comments you made this video 8 or 10 minutes long, by over a second, But unfortunately, I am one of those individuals who likes to explain things in detail and sometimes, go into tangents. So that is the downside of me using a YouTube short, because I did try to do a Golden Vendor review video in a YouTube short, and we ended up going away from that formula when you guys were like, I kind of want more detail about the specifics of the sets, as opposed to just hey, here's what's in the Golden Vendor. So that's how we kind of got away from that. And what do you mean, Lumpy, by food shorts? I like tangents. And there'll always be tangent videos too, We still, by the way, need to pick something for tomorrow's video. So the second place kind of idea from the stream on Monday was how to become the Emperor, which I think could be a fun video topic if you guys were interested in, how to become the Emperor. Every set can have a short. Every set could have a short, but I don't know if I can afford every set. I can barely afford... Alright, I'm going to show you guys something that will make you feel a little bit sad. Or... I don't know how to make you feel. You'll see. You'll have to let me know how it makes you feel. As a technical social worker, I should never tell you how to feel. But this makes me feel sad when I show this to people. Do both a short to share less info, point them towards a more longer, in-depth video. That could be a good idea too. It just depends also on what kind of content we're capturing. But this is just one house, right? That you're seeing right here. That is capped out on furnishings. And that's it. This is just a cesspool of furniture that I'm too lazy to sell, that I have just hoarded into a home. And the worst part of this is that I actually want to now use this home to build a castle using the new castle walls and things from the High Isle expansion and the Leyawiin expansion. So, do I want to move all this stuff to another home? Do I have enough homes to do this with? It's become, if you guys have, somebody I think pointed this out, because there was a comment that was like, how do you have 12 million gold on ESO? And then somebody pointed out that my gold from one week to the next week had like decreased. And they were like, Jake, you just did a gold method explained where you were selling a bunch of things. And I was like, well, you see what had happened was I buy way more things that I need. My buddies did a test and added a few shorts with them making a quick meal like a steak in a short time after the video had a ton of views, which resulted in good boost in subs. Maybe ESO vids can work. We still have to, I still have some embarrassing videos to upload where I tried to make a sweet roll. Whoa. Thanks for the Twitch follow, Zanek. Sorry that you're the only Twitch viewer following or watching right now. I appreciate you being over there on Twitch alone. Obviously, we're more primarily a YouTube people, but it's a storage unit. It is a storage unit. Make a bank character, max the bag, store all the furniture you can. See, here's the problem, Tiger. I already do that. I already have those, and they're already filled. And my other problem, too, is that I don't even know what I have. Like, that's the problem. When you go to interior decorate, right, and you have so much stuff, like, so say, for example, I go to one of my other houses, I can't see what's in this one when I'm looking to place it, so I never know. I don't have, like, an inventory, like, of an IKEA. And then when I want to use my other characters, I don't know how to do that because I don't know like what's there. I think there's definitely a lot of YouTube shorts that I want to make, like how to link multiple items in chat could be like a really easy short. Plus now too, so because I'm using a capture card, you guys can actually see as I type things. So like you guys can actually see it more easier when I use it this way. A side account for all that storage. I know people that have side accounts for storages do giveaways to subs. I do giveaways. You know, I do 2 a month, and you know I try to make them as like easy as possible to get into too. You know, so that just by commenting. Winner furnishing. The problem with doing a live stream raffle would be, like, for furnishing is you would have to be on Xbox would be the problem. But this could be my plan to reverse engineer the ESO community to return to console. Also write down all those things you have stored up. Yeah, I could just have, like, a big spreadsheet, you know. You know, Kaiser, it's been an interesting 48-hour period. So, because you're all here, well, because there's a lot of you here right now. So, what happened is that on Tuesday, on my way to work, I was involved in a car accident, and that caused problems. Obviously, I no longer have a vehicle, at least right now. I don't know if it's going to be fixed or totaled. I was supposed to find out today. But I have not yet found out that answer. So I had been working on other YouTube projects. Actually, ironically, one of them was our No Combat Pets No Peace. For those of you who are just joining, I'll show you guys right here what we're working with. We got our No Combat Pets No Peace merchandise, but most importantly, we've got the stickers. Whenever they come around and they say, and they have their little in-person event, I will be handing out these bad boys in stacks of 50. Wherever they put this North America meet and greet, you best believe these stickers will be flooding their halls. We will be sticking these to the back of the community members. Like when the ZeniMax developers are turned around, we're going to gently slide these bad boys on the back of them. They will have to take our movement seriously. as we lather them with stickers. But let me switch this back here. You can also get it on a t-shirt too if you're interested. I can watch on YouTube too, but quick question, what houses do you think would be considered the prettiest? I really like the Panther Fang Chapel, in my opinion. How about making a video on how to make money on selling furniture? So furnishing sellings I have done sporadically, but it can be very tricky is the best way to describe it. And if you're interested in picking up those stickers, you know, to lather our movement across. Oh, I realize now that my copy and paste has gone away. The movement's dead, apparently. RIP. The dream is dead. They've got us. The developers know. The developers do watch my videos, apparently. I have been reached out to a couple times by ESO developers. I wonder what they think about my holy mission to fix the non-combat pets. I did talk to one of them about my ideas, and they said, we don't know if we're going to be able to do those things, so I think we need to add more pressure onto them to get our changes in the game. Everyone's like, oh, they need to fix the end game, and that starts with non-combat pets, baby. What other starting point is there? Trials, you can't enjoy a trial until these non-combat pets are fixed. I mean, let's just take a look here about how many useless bad boys we have. I mean, look at all these things. What do these things do? Nothing. You equip one of these, you get yelled at in a trial. Like, look at all these bad boys. That's why I think to myself, listen, there needs to be real change in Elder Scrolls. How's it going, Thicky Brando? Need a sticker for ban all bot accounts. I should take ideas, actually. If you guys have ideas for stickers, let me know. Listen, I am taking all ideas. I am whipping out my Google Docs right now. Now that you brought up that good idea. So the agenda is a little bit sporadic. You're making an impact. Thank you, Zanek. I'm doing everything I can here. So the agenda, Thicky, is a bit sporadic, but the biggest thing we need to figure out is if you guys have ideas for stickers, I am opening up a Google Doc right now. Ooh, sticker for skip rope with your entrails. That's a good idea, Kurt. Oh, hang on, John, your message was held for review. Sorry about that, John Martin. Alright, so we have ban all bot accounts and rope with your entrails. So, Sir Trash, the reason that non-combat pets get you yelled at so much in a trial is because they have a tendency to make people lag. And anytime somebody disconnects, what happens is that everyone will blow, who has the fucking non-combat pet out? You're the reason this man disconnected. It's not the ice storm. It's not his 30 frames per second processing speed, a 1080. I don't know enough about computers to tell you what a bad spec would be. It's not the fact that he has 5 megabytes a second. It's the fact that you knowingly, willingly left your non-combat pet out. This could have been a perfecta normal run, but you've tarnished it. You think Perfect Row fish prices will go up during the event? Probably. Just because of the double XP. So, because there's going to be a lot of double XP, I think that there's definitely going to be a increase in row, ambrosias. But if you're farming for Perfect Row, I would definitely say you're going to want to make those into XP pots as opposed to selling them as just perfect row. You can also use your house that you use as a storage unit as a selling point. I use my beach house like that, just another option. Good idea. All the way from Australia, I assume, unless it's Austria. Good to see you, Craig. Good to see that there's 44 of us here right now. So the two things that we're focusing on, ironically, as I'm just staring into the abyss, is if you guys have ideas for stickers / emblems to put on merchandise for whenever they do the meet and greet. We have ban all bot accounts, something with skipping rope with your entrails, how we can kind of shift that outro into something fun, and then obviously the bitches love tapestries. We also need to come up with a video idea for tomorrow. So the number one leading video idea from the last stream was to make a video on how to get Emperor. So that is the kind of leading video, but obviously we can do whatever we want. You guys are here right now. You dazzle me with any ideas. It could be something related to the New Life event. It could be something related to the ESO market. It could be a gold method video. Anything that you guys are interested in, let me know. How's it going, King Reaper? How to become Emperor, says Kurt. We also have gone on a tangent, Kurt. That is that's the whole point of the live streams, though, you know? So I'll have to trim them down. Kaiser says, hey Jake, hate to pop in and have to leave, but got some video stuff to ponder over. Really glad to see you're doing well. Have a great stream. Thank you very much. No necromancy is illegal. Good. You guys are just killing it. A video on the life event achievements. That's a good one, too. Thank you, Ewan. I'd say pretty well. There's definitely a lot of stress that has kind of come with it, not knowing what the future is. Like, I don't know, for example, if the car will be totaled or if I will be fixed. Just this whole uncertainty is actually what really drives me the most insane. Afterwards, it was very sore, so, you know, that would be... The only downside is it felt like I was playing a game of high school football the next day, and it was just kind of bruised and sore, but nothing too crazy. Ooh, that's a good point, too. How about telling you why you'd want to be the Emperor? What are the perks? I could show you one of them while we're in my house. And this might be dumb, but this is actually the reason I became the Emperor, and you'll probably think that this was a waste of 30... It took me 36 hours to become the Emperor. So it's not a fast process, per se. But I would say it's worth it. So I'll show you guys that here. More achievement mounts. Yeah, another video idea that I could do is like every mount that you can get through... not the crown store. So every earnable mount we could do. So if you become the Emperor, you get to throw into Cyrodiil. Isn't that pretty baller? Sure, I might be boring, but I suck at it. Got any pointers? So Willie, I will show you a pointer actually. I don't know if you have this already. Where do I want to go? We will go to Artaeum, and I will show you the biggest way to make scrying significantly easier. My airbags did actually not deploy, thankfully, but my whole front end. So because their car was, what's the easiest? Their car was spinning out between lanes. I hit them at a very specific point of their car, and it completely indented it because I hit their back right bumper and it indented the whole front of my car, and the radiator was leaking and things. So I just don't know if it's going to be salvageable or not. I don't even know if I'm hoping for them to total it, if I'm hoping for them to fix it, because it's body work, so it's gonna take an eternity, and then I still have no car. But then obviously the process of buying a new car is also stressful and costly, so that's why we're designing stickers. I'm just kidding. Every sticker that you purchase is, one step closer. Hang on, let me pull them back up. Every no combat pets no peace sticker that you purchase directly goes. I'm just kidding. I'd like more videos along the lines of useful stuff you can earn in game. I could definitely see a video too about like houses you could earn, and then a short video on pets that non-combat pets. Do we really want a video on that? But we could do something. We'll see. Crowd maybe 25. Yeah, I think that would be really good, Zenek, as a way to kind of encourage you to log in. Although I do use the try potions pretty significantly. And Howard, we'll see. My thing is like it's not the outcome that I'm worried about, like either a fixed vehicle or a new vehicle. It's the fact that I have nothing in the meantime. And it's like I can't leave my house unless I either take an Uber or walk, which just kind of sucks. But I did promise I would talk about scrying. You guys have got me monologuing again. So, I'm actually drawing a blank on where scrying is. Journal, antiquity, scryable. Here we go. Sorry, I'm like having a blonde moment. Alright, so the easiest way to do it is if you have these perks. You see that I hit the left bumper, and I can scry this whole area, and I just whoosh, and then you have the ability to just make this significantly easier on yourself by going through and getting all these done. And then it'll do the little animation for you, bing bang boom, and then you're able to go over to the actual scrying zone. Most people, I think, struggle with the mini game more so than anything else. But I will show you my tips for digging. Can you get a rental through your insurance? Unfortunately, no. I did not opt for that coverage. My work will potentially give me one. But tomorrow's also going to have snow. So I don't know what that's going to kind of yield to. But I have my actual work computer. I also took 2 days off because I felt horrible. And I just didn't want to work because my fear is that with how stressful the job can be sometimes, I didn't want to have to deal with any headassery while I was already annoyed, Yeah, I talked to my actual insurance agent, and they were like, "We're so sorry, your policy didn't have rentals in it." The good news is that like I have high insurance coverage, and I am completely unsure as to where this is. This is over here. I used to have all these spawns memorized, and once you do an area for a long time, you'll have them memorized. It's all the way back here. That is so goofy. Alright, so what I usually do too is I start in this midpoint, and then this outline here is... Plus my office is understaffed, so if they want me to be there and not use my PTO, they'll give me a rental. But anywho, so then what I'll do is I'll pick, so obviously this is a terrible place to pick because it could be anywhere. So usually here I would pick a side, we're just going to go down, and now we know it's not down here, so it has to be in some overlapping area, which is likely in the top. We'll see though. Oh, well, it's either likely on this side. There we go. So you can see how we kind of came to that conclusion because we started right in the middle. I always start dead center in the middle, and then I try to just pick a random side, and that'll kind of give me that outline of where it is. And then from here, we know where it is. So I actually could tell you the whole item is probably in this quadrant right here. So then you can just start digging it up. I generally just use the left trigger A to unearth these. You can use the shovel. I just find that the animation and everything just takes significantly longer if you do use the shovel or the trowel, and you can kind of get this done significantly faster. And bada bing, bada boom. You have scried. The other thing that makes this more painless is this is an area, obviously our TAM has no enemies, unless you go in the delve. So which means that you can pretty much have free reign to scry and do everything to your heart's content. Nothing is going to distract you except the people here, like this guy, Keg Dave, and his character AA God, who's undaunted. That's the only distractions you have to worry about. And I'm getting a call from a 1-800 number. Hang on. Hello? Sorry about that. We're back. Sorry, it was an automated voice message to give me an update on a bunch of nothingness. I wish it was an extended warranty, then that maybe might have solved some of my problems. Anywho, and now I'm getting text messages from a whole bunch of goofy goobers. I apologize. Today has just gone off the deep rails. But you guys always put me on tangents, and I still need answers from you. What video are we making tomorrow? There's 40-ish of you, 40 to 50 of you that are in and out between chats. I need answers. What video are we making tomorrow? Don't make me threaten you. I realized that my other stream is a minute behind. Why was I a minute behind on the chat that I was watching on my phone? I have my phone up also so that I can watch the chat as well as block the porn bots, you know, as it kind of comes. Thanks for the Twitch follow, Muddy Boots 20. Help me though. I need everyone's Emperor. Is that the video that we want to see? How to become the Emperor, talk about the perks about it. Have you done a video on earnable costumes and hats? I have not, so I could look at something like that too. A New Life event video will be popular. So I have 2 New Life event videos. I could certainly do another one. I just don't know necessarily what I would do. Video of your favorite snack or type of pie. Obviously the bewitched sugar skulls, the bestest ones. You see, just eat these bad boys. On how to marry your best mate. New Life events tips video. So there's Emperor and then there's New Life. And what we can do too is if people are split, because the last time I tried to do a poll it crashed the stream. What we could do is we could, so if Twitch chat and YouTube chat come up with 2 ideas, we can throw it as a community poll, and then the winning one will then just be the video that gets made that day. Best way to farm chromium grains, not a bad idea, not in-game snack. Actual snacks, I would say I'm actually a huge fan of almond M&Ms. I don't know why. I just think that almonds are pretty great, and I feel like they get a bad rap inside of the Almond Joys. So, honestly, I go New Life vid that starts tomorrow. I mean, we have 2 New Life videos. That's kind of my, like, Videos on top pickpocketing thieves routes. That's a good idea, too. I like that. Most desirable house locations. What else we got here? Keep them coming. And anything other things that you guys want to see while we're streaming? Any other bits and pieces? Emperor, how-to, perks, etc. No, I think it's a good idea, Fitzgerald. If they did anything for New Life this year, I'd definitely prioritize that. Plus, you won't know until midday tomorrow. We could always do a New Life video over the weekend too, if there's something like crazy. Because the other problem is with like the editing of a New Life videos, I'm not really gonna be able to do a whole lot of quests. Best side quest. We do have a best side quest video. I can show you a pretty tight pickpocketing loop in Vivek City, but I'm aware there are some better ones out there. I think it could be good to do a video on stuff like that. How to complete heists without getting caught. How about a key fragment farm? Best recipes for health stam, etc. And what I'm trying to think too, as you guys suggest all these things, is so YouTube Shorts, I think, is going to be really great for a lot of things because it can be a very like condensed. Like for example, how to farm key fragments could go into a very short, specific video, like how to farm the key fragments. And then if somebody needed a longer form video down the road, what I could do is how to farm key fragments, what to purchase with your key fragments, or should you buy/sell key fragments, stuff like that, you know. Is it efficient to farm XP during this event with PvP? Yes, it is. So, in the tradition, yeah, I guess it would be in all aspects. Even when you do the completion, I would say it still would be. Does anyone here farm Fargrave for stolen items? I don't see any videos about that. So you can steal Fargrave items. I know there's a spire here. Or no, it's here, the Wretched Spire. We'll go take a look. I don't know if there's two. I believe that the farming plans are the same between both of them, but I could be wrong. We'll take a peek though while we're here, because I used to log off my characters here when this thing came around. Double drop for farming mats during this event. I actually, now that you say that, I don't think so. There might. Is there? Hang on. You know what? Hang on. Let me answer that. Let me look at that one question. Then we'll go look through the New Life event together. Let's do. My brain needs to process one thing at a time. It's a furnishing vendor? I guess no, it's just an innkeeper. Interesting. Anywho, there's a way inside this place. And then we'll go take a look at the actual New Life event when we figure out how to get in this place so I can show you guys this. There's a door. And then what I'll do is I'll load the New Life event. So this area here is where you guys can go loot a lot of stuff. I'm an idiot. I just opened up something that's not even a thing that you can loot. Ignore me. My brain is still fried. So you can loot these. It's not, unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff in here, but it refreshes pretty quickly, and you can come in here on multiple characters. Plus, backpacks are always just really nice to loot. But let us switch to look at. Hang on, I gotta move this screen out of the way so I can see where I'm going. Get your stickers. Always never forget the movement. Alright, but let us look at the New Life event. I believe it will switch you guys with the screen with me. Let us see. Alright. 'Tis the season in Tamriel. We know that from the 15th to January 3rd. 100% XP. Yep. Chance to receive. Okay, so pretty much the rune boxes from every year. Guess I could just Control F this. Oh, that's not what Control F does on a Mac. Well, never mind. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything about double resources. So I don't think that this event has double resources. I'm just checking through. Now I'm wondering too though, is there anything that's super rare in these that's gonna be really worth? And this is tomorrow. It's just for tomorrow, Alex. So this will start tomorrow. So obviously these things are going to be really good. But I'm wondering if there anything that I'm not thinking about that's in these bad boys that's going to be really beefed up. And then you've got this. You'll be able to finish off your Sacred Hourglass. For those of you who don't know, this is the thing that turns your actual house from day to night. Make sure they're going. Also, by the way, these are a scam. Never buy guild commendations for a companion. They're garbage. Faded Hopes, I don't know. Or Faded Hoops, sorry, I don't know. It also would help if I have a specific time when I start streaming, as opposed to just kind of winging it. I'm just like, feels right to start now. But I think that's all it will be for this event. Let's see if they put out anything new here. Oh, did you guys see though? Well, there's two things. So this, I think they're going to have Twitch drops enabled. I don't think Twitch drops are enabled right now though. Somebody on Twitch. Are Twitch drops enabled right now? How long have I been live? I've been live for 51 minutes. Guides on popular mythics, though, think he's a good idea. Yes, sir, relive. I believe that they were talking about Twitch drops in here. Hang on, let's just end this tomfoolery. We'll just open a new tab here. Is this how reaction channels feel when they take their Twitch chat between screens? Oh, hang on. We don't need any of this gobbledygook. Twitter on Twitch. Where is Twitch itself? Hello? Hang on. Hold up. Elder Scrolls. No, I don't want to listen to you. Alright, so nobody, I believe, here has drops. Actually, let's see if we can find ourselves here. New to ESO, but I love your videos. I appreciate it, Cheryl. Was the Dragon Trove Pile a rune box item that we were able to get in this event? I actually don't know. Where are we, by the way, on this? Which? We gotta, boost our numbers here. Where's Jake? Am I even here? Hello? Oh, here we are. Look! Look! By me. Look at this. Look at this absolute unit down here. But no, it doesn't look like Twitch or drops are here. Thank you, by the way, for whoever that was. Destroyer, 0. Sorry, I missed it. I was looking at Twitch, ironically. But yeah. What does this say? I had a meeting with Sauce. This how you're supposed to title Twitch videos? By the way, because what is my Twitch video titled? This is Jakeclips ESO stream. Explore Galen, ask questions, and more. And then, like, you see the big boys up here. They've got... Oh, hang on. Let me scroll down. It's Willy Wednesday, my dudes. PvE fun. New players welcome. PCNA and EU. Hashtag event. Or exclamation point event. Hashtag positivity. Exclamation point add-ons. Hashtag ESO fam. Interesting. I think I'm gonna... Zenex says, I think I'm gonna stay on Twitch. My name pops up in your stream as green and it makes me feel special. Thanks for the follow, No Cans Hands. I like to think that me showing Twitch to the Twitchers is sparking the movement. Is this how you're supposed to title things, by the way, on Twitch? With exclamation point add-ons, exclamation point merch, exclamation point Discord, exclamation point sound, exclamation point words? Like, is that how you're supposed to do it? Leveling up Frostborn, positive vibes and fun times, exclamation point TCE, add-ons, Sork, hang on. Sork PvP, battle, giveaways, glasses, social. Am I missing out on viewers because I don't wear glasses? Guys, I'm willing to, willing to make the sacrifices here necessary to succeed, Willing to do whatever it takes. I already have a cat. You might be able to see her. She's right here. Yep, you definitely can see her. You do you and won't, don't worry about it. Thanks, Keg Tapper. Plus, I mean, we should make it exclamation point cat. That's what we should do. I think that's the solution to this. Ewan says ESO fam represent. That's what I'm saying. I'm about to work on my dye your hair pink. I don't know about that. There are sacrifices I'm willing to make, but let's not do anything too crazy, How do I go back? Hang on. Go back. Oh, now we got Switch. Oh, hang on. Now we gotta go back and see if I climbed the ranks on Twitch. 1 second. Hold up. Hang on. We got 6 Twitch viewers now. Let's see. Hang on. Let's refresh. Non-combat cat. You'd be amazed. I'm sure she could fight somebody. Alright, where are we at? Where's Jakeclips at? Come on. Oh, baby. There we go. Woo! Look at us, boys. Alright, I'm just saying. If we get 2 more Twitch viewers, look how much, we could climb. We'd be almost in the top, 3 rows. But I appreciate you guys. I also know that... Oh, so the exclamation points are commands. Viewers can put those in. Oh. Oh, interesting. I just don't know enough about Twitch. I really don't even know that much about YouTube. You guys should see the things that I have to research every day on YouTube. Let us switch back, though, to the old regularly scheduled gameplay. Plus, I mean, look at that. Do you see these transitions? Look at this. Boom. Boom. I mean, alright, this is just improvement, Plus, 2, we have this cat. I mean, how many people have a cat that sits on them 24/7 and their, views and streams? Thank you, Jinxie Cat 84. Ironic, because I was just talking about cat. How's it going, Jeremy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Nope. He wants me to pet her again. I'm double watching. I appreciate you. Oh, we got 9 Twitch viewers. Hold up. Hang on. Let's see. Hang on. Did I switch you guys back? I did not. 1 second. Let's see here, people. What do we got going on? Where are we at? I can't scroll, apparently. I'm illiterate, and my cat is headbutting my hand. Oh, fellas, look where we're at. We are just climbing. Look at this. We got 9 viewers. We are on, what is this, the 4th row down? But we are on the, is it the 4th row? Can I not count? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, but we're on the far left. Did you ever fix your soundbar? I did fix my soundbar. And for those of you who don't know, I used to play games without volume. It was very embarrassing. And it wasn't until I played COD that my friends were like, Jake, volume is kind of important. And I was like, yeah, but like, I don't like to, hear, all this gobbledygook noise. And they were like, that gobbledygook noise is, kind of important. And I was like, no. And I was like, you think me hearing footsteps is going to do anything but, make me feel unbridled chaos as people are all around me? I don't need sound, Like, sound is just... Now I play with sound. I'll hop over to Twitch. Thank you, Welp. I appreciate the collaborative effort here to boost me on Twitch. I'm still viewing Twitch. Unfortunately, my actual little overlay thing keeps lagging. So there's 845 viewers, ironically. I feel like that's also not very many for ESO. Oh shit, I've lost myself. Oh, I think we've gone up. My cat is now trilling into the microphone. Sorry, fellas. This feels like a very long tangent. I feel like we were doing something important. Or doing something together. Well, now she's decided to go on a sprint. Thank you for the Twitch follow, Harvey Twitchka. Jake, if you ever played and streamed ESO on PlayStation, you'd pick up a ton of viewers, lack of PlayStation streamers. I mean, although I don't think you don't really like see, who people are streaming on. Although I guess these people are like NA, female, vibes, PC. Is this a trick too? Could I just change my stream to be female? Would I get more people? This friendly. How do you have cozy PvP too? Is this what we need? What do I even have? Let's see what I even tag this as. Adventure mode, English. I think that's a pretty accurate representation of what we're doing. I mean, doesn't that seem accurate? Adventure mode, English. I think that's pretty, pretty accurate. All right, let me switch you back here because I know that we're just... Oh, actually, while we're here and you guys are here, join the movement. Join the no non-combat pets, no peace movement. Let ZeniMax know that we will not stand. And whatever background you want, you could have a little shine on these. Whenever they do their celebration together, I will take this and we will advocate for real change in our community. We will not stand any longer for no useless combat pets. No longer will our people, those of you and those of us who collect non-combat pets, be ridiculed. Our voices will be heard. What was I doing? Oh, hang on. Let me take us back here. Here we go. For those of you who are wondering where I am inside of the Deadlands, inside of the Wretched Spire, just going over a spot that you guys can loot to get stuff. We've already unfortunately looted everything here, but part of like what, you guys jumping in, can do is you guys can ask questions. Question about the non-combat pets. Do you want to give them weapons? So it's not about giving them weapons per se. Oh my gosh, I have 16 active Twitch viewers. What are you guys doing to me? So my fix for non-combat pets is simple, all right? So, for example, you have these non-combat pets, right? Let's just pull them up and let's examine the dirty deeds. So you actually have some that I think are good, that give you permanent slots. I actually also kind of like that you don't have to have them equipped. Although what I would change is, so say for example you have this cat, right? So every time, in my opinion, that you do something with this cat out, whether it's a combat activity, a quest, a battleground, I think that this cat should level up, right? And instead of giving you like what companions do, where they have like the companions actually go out and fight, I think that what should happen is, thank you by the way, Noctil for the Twitch follow, and Sinshu. I think that they should get a permanent stat buff, like 1% or 5% like health. You know, so that way you could have a cat that levels up in a health aspect. I know we'll have to see how far up we are here, Rocktown Irish. So we'll see how much we've climbed. So what I'm thinking is like each pet when you get it will have like a randomly assigned stat: magicka, health, stamina, weapon, spell damage, penetration, and every time you do something with it, it levels up. And then the higher level it gets, the more stats you have for that non-combat pet. That would be my solution. That way there's a reason to have them out. And then, for example, if you're in a combat scenario where you need more health, you pull out the cat. But say your cocktail... say... I can't say it. Say you're stunning Peter... It gives you more penetration. You were in a situation where you needed some more penetration, you would just whip out your stunning Peter. And then if you needed more health, you could whip back out Caramel. And then if you needed to really whip it out, that's where you whip out Sandy, who gives you more weapon and spell damage. That's how I think they could fix that system. But we got to go back to Twitch and see how far up we've come. How are we doing over here on Twitch? Where are we at? Oh, here we are. Here we are, fellas. Big tangent, I know, Kurt. I actually feel like we are further down, but in my hearts we're further up. I don't understand this, too. You got someone with 5 viewers up here and 12 viewers, and then we're down here with 16. What does Twitch do? Do I need to, like, edit my tags? Is that what needs to happen? Can I, like, log in? Does it remember my stuff? Probably not, no. Alright. I would log in and fix it live, but that doesn't seem to be really an option that we have at this point. I don't know if I can do it here. Oh, we can update our tags on Twitch from right here. Alright, we're going to add 3 ad glasses. No. We can't add glasses. That would be a lie. What tag should we add to Twitch? PvE? Oh, PvP. Non-combat pets. Oh, you can only select 5 things. Alright, well, we're gonna get rid of achievement hunting. And then we will get non-combat pets. They say there's no data. We're creating data here on Twitch. Twitch! Let me add non-combat pets. Twitch does not seem to understand our movement. They're not allowing me to put it in here. Alright, well, that failed miserably. But, did I just delete all of my tags? I just deleted all of my tags. I lost my tags, people. Combat pets. Do you just... Alright, can I just put pets in? What? Competitive. I guess we'll put competitive in. Alright. I know this is like riveting gameplay for you guys, and I apologize. Don't worry. We still have our overall goal, though. We need to figure out what we're going to make the video guide on for tomorrow. And also discuss, what things we want to work on together and everything else. Perfect noise for... I try to be that perfect noise for you guys. Oh, coaching. That's an option. Boom. We're going to update that. Boom. Updated settings. Use a different title for Twitch. Alright, so we're going to change. So it's going to be Jakeclips Elder Scrolls Online chaotic. Oh, hang on. I apparently can't spell the word chaotic correctly. Chaotic stream, exclamation point PvP, exclamation point PvE, exclamation point fun, exclamation point. I should just spell out the word exclamation point. That would probably be a little too on the nose. This is what I like about your live stream. You just being you, down to earth, and viewer engagement is awesome. Thank you, Kurt. I see. It's ironic you say that while I'm ignoring all of you staring intently at the Twitch tag stream. Hashtag no glasses. Hashtag pets. Hashtag ESO. Hashtag more fun. Now we will update that. Now we're going to see if this is bearing fruit for us. So that's updated. We should be able to close this and head back to Twitch and see how we're looking over here. Let's see what we got. Where's Jake? Alright, it's not updated. Gosh dang it. Alright, okay, alright, that's fine. I'm sure eventually Twitch will... I don't want you guys to have to listen to me. Oh, see, here it is. Oh, this has got to be really trippy to look at. Don't watch this, guys. Let's hang on. Pause it. Pause it. I don't want you guys to have to watch. This is my new tags. Hang on. You can see I've handcrafted these. I think that this will bring us a lot of success in the future. But hang on. Let me take us back, though, because you guys are probably looking at the same. This is probably trippy to look at. Alright. Back to... What are you doing? She's not even sitting. She's like... She's... Her front legs are sitting down and her hind legs are sitting up. What are you doing? Is this comfortable for you? Becoming a millionaire is easy. Just watch all of Jake's videos on how to make massive money. Honestly, the easiest way to make money is to just learn from my spending habits and then not spend money like I do. Now she switched legs. I guess that's the more comfortable one. Which is probably honestly true. Like, sometimes it's not about how you spend money, it's about how you save money. I think they're going to enable drops here there pretty soon. Now it's like, I don't know where to like hold my controller because my cat is like taking up all this space. But we've gone on a very long-winded tangent about fun and more fun and all the fun. Somebody tell me something that I can help them with or show them so that it's just not me going on. That is actually very helpful. So while you guys are cooking up some ideas, I am going to update those tags to what Zenik said, because those are extremely helpful. I'm going to steal those and then put them on, if I remember how I did that. How did I do that? Oh, here it is. Boom. Is console not an option? It's deck construction. Weird. Apparently I can't spell the word discussion either. She definitely is, Sin. I am on console, destroy. We're gonna add 100%. Because you know what? We always give 100% here. Alright, so that'll be updated, and now we can go back to less chaos. Honestly, I think the grind for a lot of the guilds feels more grindy depending on if you enjoy it or not. Like a Blasphemy grinding the Mages Guild, for example. Speaking of Xbox NA ESO, ... So, here's a question for you guys. What do you guys think is the worst guild to level up? And then conversely, do you guys think that there is the good one to level up? Like, are you guys like, yes, I love to level up X, guild line? Or even if it's not to do it as a repeatable, do you guys enjoy one just because of the storyline aspect to it or anything else? I do have a guild, Jinxie Cat. Thieves Guild is the hardest, but I have terrible luck with thieving. Why does it always move my weapon sets that I have active from my back so that I'll start with from my whole sets midway through Battlegrounds it changes? What do you mean, Howard? And Crislow, when should you upgrade gear before listing it? So, I actually always purple out gear. I always think there's like some sort of psychological aspect. So say for example, let's go on a field trip, everyone, in the old magic school bus here. Let's take. Oh, that's not where we want to go. Take me to Mournhold. Take me to Target. Undaunted best, Mages Guild worst. Alright, so we're just gonna pick a set. And let's just pick something out of our minds, like
Greetings.
crafty outfit, right? So let's say we were like looking for a crafty, and I believe this should be the only thing that pops up. So like psychologically, right? Now obviously let's exclude rings. When you look at a green item, I almost just feel like your brain just like it just sees it as more worthless. Like, so if I was, for example, like comparing these items, I would look at this sash, versus, one that's listed as a purple as less than it's actually worth. There is an interesting psychological reason for this. So, many of you guys might not know this, but I was a sociology major. And you may wonder why a lot of restaurants have small, medium, and large options, right? Because there's actually a psychological reason for that. So, if you have just a small and a large option, you might think that why don't businesses just more so have small, large? And that's because if you have a small and a large option, more people will choose the small. But if you have a large option and you have a medium option in between them, most people will choose the large option. Or you'll see more people that would have chosen the small option to go to the medium. But more importantly, you see more people pick the large one. I believe it was actually McDonald's that ran this survey when they were trying to test how much money they could make, essentially. And that was one of the ways that they found that they could boost their income is by going out and essentially, buying and making these options. Even though it's more work because you have to have, sizing for multiple, different sizes, and you have to do all these different types of things. Even though you have to go through that work, it's still worth it for them. I'm just making sure, too, that something on my computer looks right. Yeah, let me switch that. Sorry. I'm trying to multitask right now. A Thieves Guild, and I think a lot of the actual guild lines were very fun for me to level up, especially the first time I did them. Like, for example, I actually really enjoyed the Mages Guild line, but when you do it 50,000 times, you know, it's just not as exciting. But I also want to show you guys something. So, did you guys know that there's actually daily quests for the Mages Guild that give you bonus Fighters Guild and Mages Guild points? So I'll show you guys, because I admittedly did not know this for a long time. And a lot of people didn't even know about this until they had to level up their companions. But, for example, the Mages Guild has Mages Guild daily quests. And you can go and you can complete these daily quests, and you will get rewards. And part of that reward will actually be Mages Guild experience. Which I think is about the equivalent to finding 3 lore books. So it's not exactly going to, you know, break down any, like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the fastest level up way. But I do think it's significantly faster than, you know, going out and getting books, especially if you haven't done it already. So I would always encourage you guys to do this and have your companions out, because they will also be able to level up their Mages Guild and Undaunted and Fighters Guild storyline, or, well, skill lines. Can I get them at any Mages Guild? I believe it has to be the ones in the major cities. I think. Let me test this out. Gazenik is saying yes, and I don't want to. And I'm probably saying something incorrect. So let me go double check. And you can share them. So yeah, that's true. You can share them. And because I believe they will put them in pretty much any zone, you'll always have the ability to get them from, you know, a friend, because there's just so many rotating places you can get them from. Is my buff food active? I don't think I do. I do not. I'm just walking around with these poor ass stats, you know. Don't judge me, guys. I'm sorry. I need to have my 51.3k magicka on at all times so people don't think I'm weak. I think so. I don't see a daily quest. I think it has to be the main one. I think it has to be the actual capital. At least on console, I think it has to be the capitals. Because these guys are just a bunch of silly gooses, and they don't really help you with anything. They don't even sell you really anything that's like super helpful. I wish they gave more merchants in ESO more of a purpose, but also, if you guys have never seen this, you guys can use these portals here to go to a little secret area. Some people, by the way, also say that this is the best zone to scry in. I don't like this zone as much as Artam because it's got so many hills and, you know, bridges and things. So for me, it's not the best. But also, if you don't have the Somerset DLC, but you still have the ability to scry, you can go here, and it's also acts as an island with no actual enemies. And the Earthforge are only accessible when you finish those skill lines. Yes, Sticky Brando is correct. That's why these areas are also very nice to scry. And there's no enemies, I believe, at either one, which is always neat. Have you done videos on buff foods? So, yes, but more so in regards to like which ones are worth selling. Would you want a video on like what kinds of buff foods? And I actually have a Google Doc I have been working on. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Google Docs. Stand by, everybody. I want to pull these up. Because I'm trying to make a grand list of things that are kind of like worth selling, right? So like this is just a Word document that I made. And the reason I made this is because I was like, who is that? It's myself. I wanted to kind of have like a grand list of like things that are worth selling. Because even though like in the Imperial City, for example, in the video, I didn't go too deep, deep down besides Powerful Assault, Imperial Physique, and then touched upon like Black Rose. I want to try to make like a list of everything that can sell from all of the consumables. So every consumable here has a market for it in some capacity. Now, because it has a market for it doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to sell. But the reason that I wanted to kind of point this out is that if you're really getting into selling, you really want to start focusing on things like this, because you're going to want to be able to point out what's not listed on the market. That's a good one, Craig, to add, by the way. Hang on. Thank you, Craig. Longfin. Tasty. Is that so? For example, if you go and notice that no ambrosias are being sold, well, then you, as someone who is a trader, can then go and then work on listing a bunch of those, if that makes sense. I do have a which companion to use video, and that also touches upon like the things that they like. Zenak, that's a good idea, too. But this is just kind of like a grand list that I've been working on. That way I can share this list with you guys and touch upon it when I do like my market watch videos, because I think that it's helpful for you guys to see like, hey, these are really good crafted sets that I could list up for free essentially, or hey, nobody's selling crafty right now. I could go list it up because there's a good market range for it. But I will take you guys back to the old live scene. Bring you guys back here. Use Ember. Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I could bring myself to that level. Not that there's anything wrong with Ember, but I mean, have you met Isabel? I mean, look at this. Also, I completely forgot this. So if you become the Emperor, you get the Emperor's Regalia. I think that's what it's called. That's the actual outfit that she's wearing right now. I completely forgot that. The person who asked, like, what other benefits to getting Emperor is there, you get this. And I can see if I can find it real quick. In this bad boy. Costume. I think it starts, is it Emperor's Regalia? Is that what it's called? Emperor's Regalia. You can kind of see it a little bit. Well, you guys can't see it, ironically, because I'm standing there, and I have a hat on, but you can see it on Isabel, and that's actually what it looks like dyed. So this is what it looks like dyed. It's normally gold and red, I want to say. Ember is my favorite companion. I believe that, Jinxie Cat, because Ember is a cat. So I mean that checks out. Izzy's the best companion. Amen. Miri's the hardest to build rapport with, in my opinion, because of the whole bug squashing thing. Agreed. I have Miri fully leveled up, but I feel like she's just not helpful. Like, I feel like she just gets so angry at you for no good reason, and you're like, I'm just trying to pick up bugs, So that's why I am not a fan of Miri, at least, and that's why I'm and Bastion is just useless. Overall useless. Like, anything, like, what they gave for him is just not helpful. Currently running Hexo and Frostbite and a Warden, kind of silly how they work together. I think, and I'm a huge Frostbite fan. Frostbite is definitely one of the coolest sets, in my opinion, in the game. And I'm just glad that they kind of made it good again by buffing the Warden. And actually, that kind of, I want to actually go back with you guys through, because some of you guys weren't here yesterday. So I actually want to talk about the studio update and see what you guys' thoughts are on this. What are your guys' thoughts on this? What were your guys' thoughts on the studio director's letter? I guess I should also say, you can comment no if you didn't actually see this yet, and we can talk about it. But Did you guys like this? Were you indifferent towards it? Did you not like it? Like, what were you guys' thoughts on this? I thought this was pretty big from ZeniMax to kind of do this. So I'm curious, like, what you guys think. So what are your thoughts on the old retrospective and future? Haven't seen it yet. No. I'm sorry, Dean. Do you mean like no that you didn't like it, or no that you haven't read it yet? I remain hopeful yet skeptical, says Zanek. And we could talk about it here too, about what I think that it's all going to kind of mean, because I think that will also play a key role into how good it will be in the future. I'm easy to please. I'm really enjoying the game. I'm kind of the same way. When you have such like especially when you have like stressful, days and whatnot, it's just nice to just play ESO. It's such like a peaceful game. As someone who used to play like Ark Survival Evolved, coming and playing ESO is just, it's just zenful, Wait and see. It's a good point, Michael. Alright, but we will kind of also go through this. So, what they do is they talk about, this year, the fun things that they did, like the meet and greet in Germany, which I also have no idea why they picked Germany. ZeniMax is a company that's in Maryland, so Germany was an interesting item. They talk about how they kind of messed up Update 36, which, not being able to block is pretty important, I would say. Looking forward, this is where I think it gets really crazy, because they've always focused on different types of content, and I think this is really telling here, where they talk about they've always really focused on questing, right? So, and I think that has been the misstep of what their focus should be. They talk about that throughout here as, they've had very big systems like Tamriel 1, Thieving, Assassinations, Companions, Tales of Tribute, Antiquities, Crafting, Writs, Housings, Graphical Customizations, and all this other stuff. And they've also been doing the year ones for a long time. Since 2019, they've been doing the year-long 12-month storyline. And this is where they say that they think they're done with that. Because I just think that the story of ESO, I don't think is really what is most important to most people. And I say that as someone who loves the story of what they put in these storylines, but what their goal is, you can kind of see it down here, is one big update that has one big zone. It'll be a multi-year project, so every year we'll probably get one zone. Similar to how I believe they did Vardenfell, and then they did the Clockwork City, and then they did Somerset, all different years. I believe that was all different years. Or they were all like very spaced out. But you can, like, if you go to Vardenfell and you go to the Clockwork City and you go to Somerset, you just feel that difference, So that is the big thing, is that they're going to be working on this. We're really excited. You'll have to wait until the thing. There's a multi-year story arc and will contain one of the most requested features. I almost wonder too is that, so they're saying that this is going to contain one of the most requested new features, but then this also requested one of the new features. I am like pretty certain that we're going to be getting a new quest, or I'm sorry, a new class. I am like dead set on them adding one. I even think I could probably guess on where the new storyline is, but I'm going to make that video in the future. But this is the new breakdown. So Q1, that'll be the beginning of the year. That's going to be a dungeon DLC. This, it sounds like because when I first read this yesterday on stream, I was interpreting this as, but hint, there will be one part and it will contain one of the most requested new features. I thought this meant this was coming in Q4. But this means that this is also going to have one of the most requested new features. But then this is also going to be kind of working on a new feature system. So I doubt we're getting 2 classes. Obviously, that would be ridiculous. But what else are we going to get? I think we're guaranteed to get a class, right? But the question then becomes, what's the other thing? Is it a new weapon? Like spear, spellbook, wand? That's where I'm like, I don't know. Thank you for the subscription, Grizzly Mint. That's where I'm like, I don't know. What are these little rapscallions thinking up? So, and then quality of life improvements. I'm also curious as to what they will be doing with that. Also here, and then also they're doing their big hardware update. They should be done in late February or March. And then this is the big piece, the fan gathering. This is where you guys already know we're bringing out the merchandise. We're whipping out the stickers. We will not give them an opportunity to ignore our movement. But as you can see, they've got big plans for ESO. And I'm excited. I don't know how you guys all feel. It's also not my place to tell you guys how to feel. So I'm curious. And to your thing, kind of craft, I don't know. I don't think they would add another minigame because Tales of Tribute was very divisive. People seem to really hate it. I don't know why people hate. Let me say it like this: I know why people hated it, but objectively, the system is fine. Like, it's a good mini game. It's very well balanced, and I think it's fun. I think the disappointment comes from the fact that it wasn't something else. Because I think that a lot of people don't enjoy, like, antiquities, for example. I think that they still like the idea of getting mythical items or rare furnishings and all this other stuff. And there's really not that draw when you're doing, unfortunately, Tales of Tribute. I think that's where the drawback is. I also don't think it's going to be a monk class, Thicky. I think that it is going to be something completely different. I think that it is actually going to be something, because so people think that, like, monks, I think like the whole holy monk thing from Diablo is also a little bit too close to Diablo. So I think we're actually going to get something. So let me say it like this too. I think that this next storyline is going to focus on Daedric princes again. And I think it's going to focus on ones that haven't been focused on before, like Periite, Hermaeus Mora, and Mephala, potentially some of the other, maybe Azura, like some of the ones that are kind of involved up in that area. I also think that it may involve Miraak, which may sound crazy, but you think about it like this: a lot of the DLCs that we saw in both Skyrim and Oblivion have been seen in the Elder Scrolls Online. In fact, even the main storylines of Oblivion has been touched upon, essentially. The Shivering Isles has been completely touched upon. And I think that they may add a new class based on, like, a conjuring, maybe someone who focuses on Daedric abilities. Maybe they even add a new race to go along with it with, like, Daedra. I think that's potentially what they're going to do. Because if you think about it, remember playing Skyrim, how, like, Miraak and those spell books had so many, like, different, like, little abilities and things you could do? And that's kind of like the area that they're thinking about, like, putting this next storyline in. And I'm really thinking that it could be, you know, those Miraak book pages are going to be involved in this new class. Because we have Vampire Lords. We've been to the Shivering Isles. We've rehashed the Morrowind main storyline. We've rehashed a lot of, like, what Skyrim's main storyline is. Like, I think it's a really, you know, the potential that they could go that way. The new class would be a non-combat pet collector that just has an ever-expanding horde of lag pets following. Yeah, so here's my thoughts, though, with that, is that they give us those spiders from that same storyline that we were doing. I think it was, Solstein? Is there we could just throw out non-combat pets, you know, towards everybody. One magic skill line we haven't seen in ESO is illusion magic. I think there's a good chance that they add something like that. Or they could. So I think that they're going to focus on Daedric Princes again, but I don't think it's going to be the Daedric Princes of we're going to try to take over all your shit again. I think that they're going to continue the Alliance storyline, but I think they're going to start adding Daedric Prince subterfuge through other Daedric Princes, like maybe the one whose name I'm drawing a blank on that doesn't let you go to sleep and gives you nightmares, or doesn't let you wake up and gives you nightmares. I definitely think that Mirak will be involved, and I think potentially the Aedra might be involved in some capacity, but I don't know. JackXD, his vote is on gnomes. I don't know how into gnomes they are, but you never know. I also think too that, if they're talking about like new systems, maybe part of it is like wieldable spells. Instead of using a staff, maybe instead you can like have a new skill line where you throw out spells from your hands. I think there's just so much stuff they could do. I don't know what they would do. Watch it just be a veteran option for the Overland, LOL. I mean, that could be cool depending on how it's utilized. I think the thing is we've got 2 big updates coming. So we've got 2 massive reworks, right? So it's not just. I think we're guaranteed a class. I think it's been a while since we've had the last one. I think we're getting a class hands down guaranteed. My question then becomes, what's the other thing? Is it a new skill line? Is it a new weapon? Is it a new guild line? We really need a Netflix series that covers the Elder Scrolls lore. Played a lot of Skyrim and ESO, but can't keep the story clear. We haven't seen much of Sanguine in ESO, have we? That's a good point, too. If you do side quests, the base game side quests, I think you see him twice. For those of you who don't know, I've done every single side quest in ESO. Or at least enough of them to where I have a pretty good idea as to. I've at least done at least over 99% of them. Sanguine, though, is got to be an interesting one, though, because we haven't seen a lot of them. And that's where I think that they'll focus on someone that we haven't seen a lot of. New playable race, Dwemer. I don't think that Todd Howard would let them do that. As much as I want to see the Dwemer, I don't think that they would let us do that. Dwemer need to remain a mystery. I think that they can remain a mystery, even still as like a playable race. Because you do see a Dwemer in Morrowind. So there was a living Dwemer in the Morrowind game. Because when the whole disappearing thing happened, he was actually in a plane of Oblivion. I think it was Maroon's Dagon's plane of Oblivion fighting or something. And then when he came back, all his brethren were gone. So a Sanguine quest line with an Alehound title reward. I think that they could focus on those Daedric Princes. I think what they might do is like a combination of the Alliance storyline, but then the Daedric Princes trying to influence that, and then them getting involved in like the conversations of man and whatnot. Yeah, but he's the only dwarf a whole game full of player dwarfs makes the fact practically obsolete. Well, maybe, everyone that went there just kind of was there with that, spider leg dwarf guy, I think you'll work around it. But I agree. I do agree, actually, that the dwarves probably need to remain kind of how they are. Really don't want a new class unless we get a class change feature. That is, I would prefer subclasses. Interesting concept, subclasses. I don't know what they will really do with that. But I think that there's cool subclass ideas. I think, though, too, that the game already kind of has subclasses because you have mag, stam, you have half a dozen different ways you can build, them. Returned player. Did they super buff Soul Strike? Morphed it into Soul Stall and it's hitting 92k plus now. I don't know if they ever buffed it. Actually they did, because when they changed the combats, they made dots last longer. So I think that's also what kind of helps it hit harder. Vermina, the Weaver of Dreams, Waking Nightmares. I think she'll be involved too. Would be nice to class change like we can class or race or alliance change. I think so. I just don't like how, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I enjoy leveling up new characters and kind of playing them through. I think it feels a little cheap just being able to kind of like transfer one of your high level characters, but I definitely understand that opinion's probably in the minority. Would be nice if they had code bows into a class at the moment, and you just have to jam them into a class, and it always feels odd. Hard code bows into a class. I don't think they would ever really like force you to use stuff like that though. Like to be able to specialize in one class line but lock in other two, extending the special. Yeah, I could see them doing something like, well, the thing is that like, so for example, if you were a sorcerer and you could only use like, one subset, it kind of prevents you from being able to experiment as much, And I think that's why they're afraid to do stuff like that. How are we doing on Twitch, by the way? I added more tags here for us. Let's see. How are we doing? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got an ad up here? That's pushing us down at least one. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, guys, we're slipping. We're slipping. We're down here. We're down here. Oh, God. Xbox drops enabled, be sure to claim. Is that true? I don't think Twitch drops are enabled, are they? Pretty sure they're not. Guys, just trying my method. Could be a kind of dragon hybrid race be possible, like Argonians are able to dive. Being a dragon hybrid would make it possible to fly. I don't know if they go that crazy. I think the ESO developers are they try not to do anything super crazy at once. They try to really pace themselves when it comes to wholesale changes. I think they talk about the code here at one point too, where they were saying that there's 26 million lines of code. Can you imagine if they added something like flying mounts? Oh, that'd be probably pretty painful. I think what we really need is capes. Honestly, truthfully, capes. That would solve, I think, a lot of the, the problems that the game has, You know what I mean? Capes. What are you doing, cat? What are you doing? Sorry, my cat has, she's sitting upright, looking at me with her eyes closed. Yes? I don't know if this is a sign. Anywho, so tomorrow we'll make the How to Become Emperor guide. We'll also touch upon passives. We'll touch upon rewards. We'll touch upon... Okay, didn't you see The Incredibles? Thank you for the Twitch follow, Daz. Words. Emperor. We'll talk about all that. How to become the Emperor. Because I think it's a cool, neat concept. So we'll do that. I think that's a good idea. And I love it. Friday, unfortunately, we will not be streaming. Although, is Twitch drops going to be enabled on Friday? Let's take a look. I think they talk about Twitch drops on one of these things, right? If I made a Golden Vendor video and streamed on the same day, would you guys watch both? Twitch drops will be enabled throughout the show. So tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. What in the hell? Who streams at 2 p.m. Eastern? Alright, well that throws a little bit of a monkey wrench into my plans here. I have this, by the way. I have this cookbook. Where are the Twitch drop? Can't you search this? Hang on. Let's see if we can find this. This is more stream going to the golden vendor. The problem is if I stream like going to the golden vendor, for example, I will. Most people won't watch it, unfortunately, because of the length. You know, people aren't gonna want to do it like that. But is it like? Do we have like 2022 here? Like, can you just have like a schedule? All right, what do we got? Okay. So we have. Okay, so we have. Oh, this is the new light. Oh. So all ESO streams are Twitch drop enabled during this event. Tune in for 60 minutes to receive a drop. So that's going to go from the 15th. Wait, what's today's date? Is it the 14th? Today's the 14th. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern until the 18th, there will be Twitch drops, which is, you know, cool. And then there'll be a 15-minute period for ESO live at home, which I guess I'll make sure to drop into. And then these. Why it's always good to drop into these is so that you guys get rewards, essentially. Your content is awesome. A 63-year-old fanboy. I appreciate you, Dean. We might have to have a lot of you guys pivot to Twitch because this will be a lot of rewards. And you get crown crates for these too. You can also sometimes get other things too. Is this the stream team? You guys can see that I'm not cool enough. Oh, 0 online. Or no, that doesn't say 0 online. That just says the word online. Oh, my brain is so fried. But yeah, we'll have to see what these rewards are. I might make a quick video too about making sure that you guys are claiming these. Because honestly, so if Twitch drops are enabled, right, all you have to do is just go to Twitch, right? Pick anyone that's streaming, you know, like our good friend Jake right now. Hang on, let's see where he's at. Jake. Our good friend Jake here. Make sure that he's muted himself. And, oh, I forgot. We'll play him. And, then what the good thing is that will happen is that, oh my gosh, look at this. Just keeps building upon itself. You can actually minimize the screen. Now, I will warn you, you have to have the volume playing. I'm not going to do that here because that would probably drive a lot of you insane. So I will not do that. Oh my gosh, it just keeps building and building and building. Please avert your eyes, everyone. But all you have to do is just unmute the game. You can use on the phone on a web browser. You can actually mute your computer. You just can't mute. This can't be muted. You have to have this turned up at least a little bit. But you can mute, say, like your computer. And then you'll be able to actually claim those drops. I will back out, though, so I don't burn your guys' eyes anymore. I apologize for that. If on PC, you can mute the tab. And yeah, if you're using any type of device, you can mute the device. You just can't mute the actual Twitch tab. And I might make a video on that tomorrow too, and in conjunction with the Emperor video, just because I think that they're both going to be really important videos. So I might make a video like how to link your Twitch chat or your Twitch to your Elder Scrolls account, and also how to make sure that you get those drops, because you can really do it with anybody. I'll take us back here. But do you guys have any other questions, comments, ideas? I gotta start eating dinner here in a minute because it's almost 9 o'clock. Thankfully, though, I'll be not working remotely tomorrow. Well, I will be. I don't know why I said not. Thank you. I will be working remote tomorrow, so I should be able to get a lot of stuff done. And then I will not have to drive into work because, well, I have no vehicle, so I can't drive into work until that whole situation is sorted. But it means I'll be home sooner to work on some videos. And one of those will likely be a how to stream or how to stream to Twitch, how to get your streamed Twitch drops, and how to make sure you're getting your actual drops. for you guys, because I want to make sure that you guys get those things, because it's important that you guys get it, and it's free. All you have to do is jump over, watch a stream. You don't even have to be watching it. You don't even have to watch it. All you have to do, like any little silly goose, is just leave a browser open. And then you just get free stuff, you know? It's nothing better than free crown crates, you know? Which to me is also crazy, because every time they mess up, they'll be like, hey, blocking is broken. Here's a free non-combat pet. They do that, but then it's like if you log in for an hour or 15 minutes, you get a crown crate on Twitch. So, is perm-emp still a thing? I don't know. I'd like to still learn for buff foods a slot in combat. I would say, Sin, the number one buff food for 99% of situations, maybe not 99, let's say 75% of situations is Bewitched Sugar Skulls. I think Bewitched Sugar Skulls is probably the number one universal buff food for a lot of different things. And also, as we're winding down, don't forget your stickers that you guys are able to get, as well as if you're interested in other merchandise too. Join the movement. I don't know if I said start the movement. Join the movement. We've already got the movement going. You don't have to start no movement. The movement is already up and running. You are able to join the No Combat Pets, No Peace movement. If you're interested in getting a sticker, check the link that I just linked to you guys below in the YouTube chat. I will also put this in Twitch chat somehow. I'll figure that out here in a minute, Twitch chat. Bear with me. I don't actually have Twitch logged in on my phone, so I'm not as easily able to copy and paste this link to you, so I apologize. Oh, now my stream is lagging. Panic. Panic. Well, Twitch. You know, I appreciate you guys, but I might have to appreciate you. Wait, hang on. I'm going to be able to copy and paste it from here. I'm always trying to get this stuff figured out. I'm still not very good at this. Which sugar skulls can I make that or have to buy that? You can definitely 100% make them. And most buff foods can be made. It will cost you money to get the recipe, but the actual pieces themselves don't cost a whole lot. It's a good point, though, that Zenek asked, what build are you running? Because that's important to consider. Let us see if I can find that link for you guys in Twitch while we're winding down the old dusty trail. I also appreciate you guys coming back after I broke myself. It was very sore the other day, so I appreciate you guys commenting and interacting with all the videos and everything. That was very nice of you guys, and I appreciate yous. Come on. Magicka build, I guess it just is gonna kind of depend. You have links deletion on. I just tried to link it. Oh. Is that on Twitch, Jinx? Because I have no idea what my settings are for Twitch, but I appreciate you for trying. Let me see if I can pull it up here on my Chromebook and see if it will allow me to send this as the actual me. I think it's there. Please doesn't delete it. Are you healing, homie? Just catching the end of the stream, I guess. Excellent logo. How's it going, my bats? Yes, we are. Oh, I forgot I still have the. Forgot I still have the sticker on. Let me pull up something different so you guys aren't like, what in the world? But yeah, I feel better. I'll be able to go back to work, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. Yes. Excuse me. Ooh. Whew. But, my bats, we were able to get the old... We were able to get our movement down. Thank you for the sneeze. Bless you. Thank you for that, Jinxie. Ooh, ooh. But... What were we asking? Melon, if you need healing mag. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different buff foods. Maybe like a top 5 buff foods video would be helpful. I can add it to my old list of things. But obviously, if you guys have questions, comments, ideas, you can put them in the comments of this video or any video that you ever want to. You're able to do that. Anyone else have any other final thoughts or questions before I get on out here? Before I have to sneeze again and embarrass myself. Thank you, Sin. I'll make a video. I think I might be able to condense it into a YouTube short. I'm really trying to get into the YouTube shorts game too, so where I don't have to, you know, anger the people of my long tangents, but I can still give you guys that condensed, you know, juiced, you know, information in a short period of time. Good night. Good night, symphonic waves. Well, I will be jumping us out here to natural bodily function. I need to apologize. It's more so just the fact that, like, my brain is just scattered all over the place. It's been a very chaotic 2-day period. But bye, Jake. Thanks for your time. Thanks, Johnny. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, we'll be making a video tomorrow. Potentially 2 videos tomorrow. Probably a video on how to link your Twitch to your Elder Scrolls account, and then also how to get Twitch drops. We'll probably make 2 videos tomorrow. Good night, and always remember that you can't hug with your nuclear arms. The bats, that is sleazy. Catch you on the flip side. Thank you for giving us the greatest of knowledge. I don't know if it's the greatest of knowledge, but it is at least authentic. But I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to head out here because Evie is about to knock things over, and I have to go run to stop her. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.